If you can't define what a woman is, how can you protect the rights of one?
Oh.
Put yourself in their shoes.
But I wouldn't want to put myself in a cis woman's shoes.
You are a cis woman. Hi everyone, we are in London. I'm sitting here with
Arielle.
If you don't know her,
Clearly transphobic.
yes. I'm sitting with the famous TERF.
The famous TERF.
And
Queen TERF.
transphobe.
Actually, the Princess TERF. Queen TERF is J.K. Rowling. I'm the Princess TERF.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's
We
the way it
must
has
not
to be.
forget. We have filmed a video on her channel, so if you want to watch that, click the link in the description.
We found a really good video to react to, and it is all about women trying to define what a woman is without seeming transphobic, but in doing so, becoming sexist, which is hilarious. But you have a lot of, obviously, you have a lot of thoughts on this. Like, you are an actual transsexual person.
Yes.
And like Buck Angel and Blair White now identify as transsexuals and not transgender, because that word has been misrepresented.
Yeah.
Like, one of the people
sure.
in this video look like me and call themselves transgender.
Yeah.
Call themselves non-binary or something.
It's unbelievable.
It's ridiculous. Let's watch it. We're gonna react.
Recently, the newest Supreme Court judge nominee, Judge Jackson, was asked to define what a woman was.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No, I can't.
You can't?
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the meaning
biologist.
of-
The reason they're asking her this is because you are in charge of the law, of upholding the law in the Supreme Court. If you can't define what a woman is, how can you protect the rights of one?
Oh, damn.
But that's why
That's a good one,
that's
yes.
why she's asking this question, and
Yes.
it's so obvious to us because look, we do this every day.
Yeah.
That's why it's important. It's not a stupid question to ask at this point in the world.
Yeah, she's not qualified if she can't answer a simple question. What is a woman?
Yeah.
I thought it would be a cool idea to talk to people on the street to see what they think. Can they define what a woman is even without a biology degree? Let's go see what people have to say. What is a woman?
Interesting. A woman.
What is a woman? I don't know how to answer that question.
I don't like this question. Next question, please.
Why though?
Why are
is it-
women not being able to define the word woman?
Yeah, that's one
They
thing.
know what it is,
That's one
but they
thing.
can't say it
But-
because they'll get canceled.
Yeah.
A woman is someone who pursues everything with their whole heart, which I think could be any person. But a woman especially is someone who just works hard, stands out, is proud of themselves, and goes after it. And I think that's really anyone.
So men are not like that? Or everyone is a woman? I don't get it.
It makes
Do we even have gender according to her? Like, anyone could be a woman. What does that mean?
It's just so sexist because you're erasing the actual lived experiences
Of a female.
of females in like the Middle East that get, or like Africa, that get like female genital mutilation because they are women.
Yeah. Not
These
all
people are-
genders get
Right.
their clitoris removed,
Right.
right?
I can argue like I'm those things, right?
100%, yeah.
But I'm not a woman, am I?
No, you aren't.
How do you know? How do you know?
How are you so confident saying, oh, no, you're not a woman? Like, why? I mean, I know why, but...
It completely defeats the point that she just made.
Can you define what a woman is?
Yeah, me.
Yes, I love that the big black woman fucking was like, yeah, me. I love her.
It's not really up for anyone to define other than the person themselves. So, you know, when we're born, the doctors and people around us try to assign us a gender at birth, but that's not actually indicative of what we actually are, you know?
Tell us how that works, Marcus.
The doctor doesn't assign you a gender. That's how you're born. And yes, you can, like, determine a baby's gender because 99% of the time, they feel like that gender. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like,
They're not
poor
assigning a
doctors.
gender. They're not assigning a gender. They're recognizing the genital.
Observing
They're observing the sex of the child.
the penis or the vagina.
That's it.
It's that simple.
Right.
A menstrual cycle, you know, ovaries. What about stuff like that? Like, how do you address that when it comes to this conversation?
That's anatomy. It's still not gender.
It's not a gender, but it is like a biological sex.
So I would not assign them, like, I would not assign body parts as, you know, female or male.
The thing she doesn't understand is that your personality is between your ears, your gender is between your legs. Like, it doesn't matter what you have between your legs. It doesn't define who you are. No, your gender doesn't define who you are. You have a personality. Well, most people do. Maybe she doesn't.
These people don't.
No.
That's the whole point. That's why they're making up all these genders. Because they don't have a personality.
I forgot. That's true.
But those are the only people who don't have personalities. So they're inventing these new words and genders because that's their personality.
And it's hard for me to have this conversation just because I identify as non-binary. And, you know, I'm in a lesbian, a sapphic relationship.
She almost said lesbian relationship. And then she's like, I can't say that because I'm not.
What was the other word?
Sapphic means female to female.
So lesbian.
So lesbian.
Oh my god.
I think that's her girlfriend. Is that her girlfriend? It has to be her
Maybe.
girlfriend.
Don't you think she's non-binary?
They're both non-binary? But they're
I don't
both
know.
sapphic because there's two vaginas.
She's like a feminine, beautiful woman. And how
But
on
she's
earth
non-binary.
is she non-binary?
So I can't.
Pretty sure you guys have heard about Leah Thomas. Not even just a couple years ago, was still identifying as a male, went through puberty like as a male. And she has all of that biological advantage and was able to place in first. Do you guys think that that was fair?
I think it's fair.
How is that fair?
It's not fair.
Just look at the picture.
Like, a trans guy goes on testosterone, it's also not fair to compete with biological women.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because that's the advantage, is the testosterone levels.
Hormones matter.
Yes.
Hashtag hormones matter.
Hashtag hormones matter.
I support trans people. I support people's right to live as they want to live. But to me, it seems sort of damaging to like erase the conversation about biology, especially in these instances when it's clearly like not fair.
What is that erasure in terms of trans rights?
I think it actually erases women.
Don't
And if-
you want to erase, you know, like cis hetero norms, you know?
Oh my god.
Literally said, do you want to erase women?
Yeah,
Like
don't you want
biological
to...
sex.
And heteronormative, like...
Heteronormative. Like, I know what she means because I used to be on the left,
Oh.
but it's a terrible argument. Well, I thought I was on the left, but it's
Yes.
a terrible argument. Doesn't make any sense.
Believe it or not, but like us trans people, we love the
Heteronormative.
we love it.
Because your whole goal is to pass.
To be in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is to just blend in.
You have trans women that I have a whole bunch of friends that I consider women, and me saying that would hurt their feelings, so I call them women. Accept people for who they are.
We live in 2022. Whatever you want to identify as, stick to that, stand on that, because who the fuck am I to tell you what you are?
Love it, because they're saying the truth. They're actually not women, but they see them as women because of, it's a snap judgment, like Blair has said in her videos. It's a snap judgment, secondary sex characteristics, or the way you act and you are perceived in society is what makes you a woman or man, or obviously viewing, like, sometimes people don't pass as either.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're trans.
Yeah.
Right? That's not a separate gender. You can just be like, okay,
Right,
I can tell
right.
that person is one from the other.
That's actually offensive to claim it's a third gender. Like,
Right.
oh, you're a trans person not passing?
Right.
You're not a woman or a man.
Right.
But I love how they understood the nuance. Like, okay, a woman is this definition. Then there's trans women. We still respect them, but they're
it's
not real
different.
women.
But,
okay.
Right, and I'm going to call them women because that's respectful, and
Respectful.
and because it's not a bad. People have to get this out of their heads. It's not a bad thing
to not be a real woman.
to not be a cis woman. Like a trans man and a trans woman, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad. There's nothing wrong. Like, you're just different. There's nothing wrong with being different.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad. I would argue that it's a good difference. Besides the fact that it causes you pain,
Yes.
you are still opening up the definition of how people can love somebody. Right? Me, that's a good thing in society.
I could care less about sports.
But you didn't train for sports, and these women did. I mean, just put yourself in their shoes.
But I wouldn't want to put myself in a cis woman's shoes.
You are a cis woman. The self-hatred, and they call us self-hating lesbians or trans. Like, you don't want to be seen as a cis woman. Yeah, you look completely
like a cis
one.
woman. Yeah. Yeah.
The shoes I'm going to stand in are the ones that, you know, move closer and closer towards inclusivity. Hopefully a gender fluid society.
I don't want to live in a gender fluid society. Why the fuck would I go on testosterone, chop my titties off,
Go on Grindr.
go on Grindr, if it's a gender fluid world?
Right.
Nobody wants that.
No,
I don't think she wants that. They want that. Oh my god, sorry.
What I was taught growing up as a woman was one definition, and as things are changing, and I'm so glad that they are, I don't think we can define it right now. I think things are still changing and moving, and I think as long as we're being respectful of who people's chosen identity is.
You don't choose your gender. Like, the last time I checked, I didn't choose to live as a transsexual.
Right.
Like, I had to do it.
Right.
And you didn't choose to be a woman or a lesbian.
Right.
Like, it's it's innate.
Right.
Why don't we question what a man is?
Why don't we have any videos saying what is a man? Why is it always what is a woman?
Why can we define what a man is, but we can't define what a woman is?
Because of misogyny.
I mean,
That's really the answer. That's it.
Woman to me is someone who can menstruate, someone who has a vagina, someone who, generally speaking, has lower muscle mass, like smaller bone density.
You yourself call yourself a trans ally. That in itself, that definition is purely transphobic.
It's not transphobic though.
No, what's transphobic is trying to erase what it means to be trans.
That's how we end the video, I think.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's actual transphobia.
Yeah, she's the real transphobe.
Yeah.
It's gaslighting, it's transphobia. We don't like it.
I love it. I love it. I love you, I mean. I love that. I love what you're saying.
Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video when I'm back in Denmark. Bye.
Bye.